All right, we're keeping a close eye on Dorian. We're going to have the latest on what to expect with that as we go through the next few minutes here. But we're tracking rain here on the radar currently. Storm Shield 4 Doppler tracking some showers and storms. So kind of still popping up across the region right now. And you can see up into Charlotte County, that's where we're seeing some of those heavier showers and storms now. Moving out of Charlotte County now through portions of Sarasota County. So Northport down to Inglewood, getting some pretty decent downpours there. These are tracking westward towards Warm Mineral Springs. Elgin next in line. Looks like Burdock, you got some downpours headed your way. More redevelopment back inland, though, across Glades County. So looks like around Palmdale and south into Hendry County. LaBelle getting some showers there, passing just south and west of town. Those will sneak over towards Alva and Lee County. And down, last but not least, we're tracking some storms down into Collier County. You can see these are moving westward towards Marco Island and Goodland. A couple of lightning strikes there, also through Golden Gate. These should pass just off towards the south. So it looks like we'll have a few storms around here for this evening. But besides that, skies will just be mostly cloudy. It'll be quite humid. Where it's been mostly dry here through the afternoon, take a look at these temperatures, still in the low 90s in Moorhaven and Clewiston, 92 degrees, but mainly into the 80s, though, especially where it's been raining down into the low 80s there, 80 degrees currently, and it's been feeling like over 100 degrees here through the afternoon, now starting to settle down a little bit. Still feels like close to 100 degrees, though, for our inland counties. So we'll still have those storms around here for this evening, and then gradually as the evening goes on, skies will be mostly cloudy. It'll be a dry night. We're expecting the same thing again for tomorrow and Sunday. Storms during the afternoon and evening, but no issues other than that expected weather-wise for the weekend. Now, as we go into next week, we're going to have to deal with Dorian here, and you can see that it really ramped up. Take a look at this. This is what we'll call our rapid scan mesoscale floater, if you will. This is what the GOES 16 satellite that covers pretty much the eastern part of the world. They put this thing into rapid mode whenever there's special weather events going on. You can get these really fine detailed features here. These are what are called pinwheel vortices. You can see this little thing spinning around the eye here. That is indicative of an intensifying strong hurricane. So that's one of the telltale things you look for in a major hurricane are those little spins, those little vortices spinning around in the eye, and also some other features as well. But that's one of the main ones. You can see how the eye is becoming much more round and clear. This upper level low that was giving us some shear yesterday is now starting to back away. So it's giving this thing an opportunity to get better organized, and we expect further intensification as we go into tomorrow and into Sunday. It's got a lot of warm water to deal with, light wind shear. Track has changed just a little bit, but as I emphasized earlier, you don't want to get complacent and let your guard down just because the track shifted back towards the east, because it very easily could shift back towards the west. They've got the hurricane hunters out there. They're flying surveillance missions around the storm, getting that data and ingesting into the models, and things very well could change with this current track. But you can see the cone still extends all the way down into South Florida, but the latest track, though, brings it towards the Florida coast by Tuesday as a Category 4, and then turns it right up the coast. This is going to be very reminiscent of what we saw with Matthew if it does take this track, with the exception of not dealing with areas farther towards the south. But this would be a really bad scenario here for really the Treasure Coast all the way northward towards the Georgia and South Carolina coast, with a threat for surge, flooding, rainfall, and, of course, damaging winds all the way up. Here are the computer model tracks. As you can see that they are kind of honing in here right in the vicinity of, looks like, Martin, St. Lucie County, Indian River, Brevard County, up to Volusia County, and then turning sharply towards the north. That's going to be the key with this thing. Where exactly does that north turn occur? To be honest with you, doesn't matter who you talk to, nobody knows when that's going to happen, but the computer models have been hinting that that is pretty much starting to shift towards the east, but we very easily could see a shift back towards the west. The models come in this afternoon with looks like a little bit weaker ridge in the upper atmosphere that's been kind of holding this thing and keeping it west. The ridge could end up being stronger than forecast, and we could easily see those tracks shift back towards the west. That's why you do not get complacent. Always stay prepared and have your plan ready to go. And hopefully some of you have been preparing, hopefully most of you have been preparing for this just in case we do have to deal with something. But even then, you always want to make sure that you have your plan ready to go at any time. So we'll keep you updated on that, but it looks like the next couple of days are going to be fine. We get rid of the rain tonight. We're dry tomorrow morning. Storms tomorrow afternoon. Storms coming up on Sunday afternoon. And at the earliest, it doesn't look like until Monday that we'll start to see things go downhill as far as the weather's concerned. And there's a very real chance that we could see tropical storm force winds here with the wind field expanding here across parts of southwest Florida, with the worst of the weather closer to the track, likely near Lake Okeechobee. Here's a look at your forecast tonight. Chances for storms this evening, 80s, 78 tonight, partly cloudy, humid. Tomorrow, 92. Storms in the afternoon, east winds 5 to 15. Here's your 7-day forecast. And again, turning breezy by early next week for Labor Day. We're going to be tracking those showers and storms. Highest chances for rain likely coming up on Tuesday into Wednesday. And then we'll see some residual moisture behind the storm system as it moves away the middle of next week.